Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining Broad-Based Cultures at NEU University during COVID-19. Today, we're going to have a very beautiful session with two lovely guests. Ibrahim, Vice President of Medical Student Association at NEU University, and Ms. Maryam, representative of members of association. Thank you so much for coming here today and joining us, accepting our invitation.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Welcome.
Can I ask you from the beginning to introduce yourself?
All right. Well, my name is Ibrahim, and I'm from Nigeria. And I am a medical student here in my final year. And precisely, I'm from the northern part of Nigeria, Kano State.
Lovely. Thank
Yeah.
you so much. Miss Maria?
My name is Maryam Gali. I'm from the northern part of Nigeria, also from Kano, and I'm currently doing my internship right now. I'm in the last year of my medical school.
Lovely. As I know, you're going to introduce us today as well the culture of Hausa. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So maybe let's start in general about the association, because as I know, if I would be right to say that most probably it's one of the most multicultural association at NEU University.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the NEU University Medical Student Association, it was founded in 2015, and as you said, we have so many students from different cultural backgrounds, from different parts of the world, and it's also one of the main aims of the association to bring all these cultures together so that we can learn and then from each other, and then we can share our ideas and a lot of things like that. Yeah, so it's one of the aims.
Thank you so much. Speaking about Hausa culture, can you introduce a little bit about it?
All right, about Hausa culture, it's actually one of the biggest ethnic group in the sub-Saharan Africa, and it's not just in Nigeria that we speak Hausa. We have other countries that they speak Hausa, like Niger, like Ghana, like Congo, like Guinea, Burkina Faso, Gabon. They all speak Hausa. So it's not just in Nigeria that they speak Hausa. And mostly in Nigeria, from where I am, the northern part of Nigeria is where the people actually speak Hausa. States like Kano, like Katsina, like Borno, Sokoto, they are all parts of the Nigeria where they speak Hausa.
Thank you. Mr. Ibrahim, so as I understand, Nigeria itself is very also multicultural country itself, which has lots of cultures, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, as you know, Nigeria, we are right now, I think we are almost more than 200 million people in Nigeria. And at least we have more than 500 different cultures. At least maybe 27 of them maybe have been extinct, but we have the major ethnic groups like maybe the Ibibios, Edo, and then Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. These are the major ethnic groups, but we have different cultures, like more than 500 different cultures. And
That's
then
a huge number.
yeah, exactly. And also we have more than 1,000 different dialects also. So we speak, there are a lot of people from different cultural backgrounds in Nigeria. But this one's like one of the major ones, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and then Ibibio, and then people from Edo State, things like that. So these are the major, with the, maybe let me say, largest population or maybe numbers. Yeah.
About 24 million.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's a huge number.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
What do you think is most interesting about your culture?
Well, there's so many things I interested in our culture. Maybe, well, our people, where I came from, also where I came from, uh, we are generous and hospitality. I mean, for example, if a stranger came from a different part of the world or something like that, we don't treat them as strangers. We treat them as normal human beings, and then we can give them food, a place to sit, to sleep, even though we have never seen them in our life. So we are that kind of generous and then hospitality. So I really like that about our culture, our people. Yeah, and also there are other interesting things, maybe the food. and also things like that. Yeah.
What you are most proud of about your culture?
Well, I can say the way we are, and even after the British colonization of Nigeria, our own people from the northern part of Nigeria, we still maintain our ways. We never like stop doing what we are doing. I mean, our culture is still with us. You understand? Even after the British regime, but we still have maintained this culture. It's with us, and then till now we didn't throw it away. Yeah, we still have it. What we eat, the things, the way we dress, our mode of life, and everything. Because we know, like, culture is the total way of life. So that culture is still in us. We didn't neglect it. We are still practicing or doing a lot of things. Yeah.
Very nice. Very
It's
nice.
actually what defines us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the good thing to keep.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, cultures that what defines the people, but as well differs the people, and sometimes there are happening lots of misunderstandings between the culture, especially these times when the global traveling and migration is very common
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
So could you present us what might be rude in your culture, and maybe there is something that is rude in your culture but not rude in here, so the people may be aware about it.
Well, yeah, what I can say is, for example, here, maybe the way we greet, for example, here, even when we talk with our professors or people that their age, I mean, they are up, like they are supposed to be like our parents, something like that here. And when we meet with them, they shake hands with us. You know, we shake
Yes.
hands with them. Our doctors, they don't mind, you understand. But in my culture, I mean, when you walk up to someone the age of your father and then you want to shake hands with it, it might be a bit rude. What we do, we normally have to bow down to greet them. I mean, and I think it's all in Nigeria. I mean, almost all the cultures there, we have our mode, the way we greet our elders. I mean, we bow down, we don't shake hands with them, directly, something like that. So maybe something like this, yeah.
I hope our viewers will, the ones who would like to visit your country, will take a note about it and will welcome the people to shake their hands.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I mean, some people it's like normal, or to some people, like you can shake hands with them or something like that. Yeah. But normally this is what we do to our elders. We greet them and we bow down to greet them. Things like that.
Thank you for sharing it, because I believe it's very important for people who is traveling, especially to other countries, to get a little bit aware about the culture
yes.
to where you are going, not to have this kind of misunderstanding.
Exactly.
Even you are doing something from your heart, to be polite. Something sometimes is not polite.
Yeah, exactly. That is why here, when the elders here, they give us hand to shake, and because maybe we were not used to it, we, even when we shake hands with them, we used to bow down, a sign of respect. So it's like a sign of respect to our elders. Yeah. So that's it.
Very good tip. Thank you so much for sharing it. Miss Maryam, you as the student, can you share with us what kind of events your friends are attending here on campus in NEU University?
Well, I and my friends, we usually do not afford to miss going to events like Ariwa Night, African Night, like Sudanese Night. We go to those events actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it's like people from different cultures here.
And it actually reminds of home. It reminds us of home.
How would you describe the group of your friends? Also, do you get involved in the other communities from very different cultures?
Yes, actually I do. I have some of my classmates. I have someone like Aya, she's from Kurdistan, and I have some friends like Abdurrahman, Hisham, which are from Lebanon. So we interact with them, and I have some Turkish students in our class, like Gizem, Fatma. They're all my friends. We interact with them.
Do you get, as we are today also representing the medical students associations, do you get along with other associations? Do you make some events, organize some events, or just evening sittings with them?
Yeah, exactly. We do. Like, for example, there's this creativity and diplomacy club also. We organize a program with them. It's like a debating game, something like that. And then we have other associations like the Nigerian Student Association, the Northern Nigerian Student Association. We mingle with them, and we also plan to do a lot of programs with them this year, but before COVID-19.
Of course.
Yeah, yes, but hopefully we are looking forward to do that also in the future. Yeah, yes.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
everything will get back to normal.
Yeah, hopefully,
and
yes.
we will have more events than even we used to have.
Exactly.
Because I believe now when we are having a little bit like slow down with our lives, so
exactly.
we can generate lots of ideas that we
exactly.
may proceed later on.
Exactly. Because like, for example, I have met so many people here, and then whenever they see us as medical students, they used to think like, what we do is just that we just studying all the time, 24 hours studying, you understand? And we, like, even the students have this kind of impression. So we decided to change the idea, you understand? Like, in our association this year, we decided to start having social programs, you understand? Because initially in our association, the programs we do, like, we have conference, symposiums, all our real stuffs, you understand? I mean, we need to have something that will entertain us, you understand? Yeah, exactly. So like this year we organize a FIFA game for the students to play, and then we also have other plans to have like a medical students night, and then to have maybe to go to a cinema. I mean like the school, because they provide us with a lot of things we need, you understand, the association, like the studentship. So we also were planning to have a program that will we will use a hall. We'll invite the medical students to come and watch maybe a movie with some popcorn and some drinks, something like that. So that we can entertain ourselves. Yeah.
Yes.
So
You forgot to mention about the Women's Day. We had
yeah,
fun,
exactly.
actually.
Yeah, exactly. The
It was organized by
Women
the
Day.
Medical Association also. We had fun, actually, a lot of fun, and a lot of games were played on the Women's Day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
during the International Women Day, so we organize things for the women in the faculty to celebrate them, and then a lot of them from different cultural
different,
backgrounds came together, and then they have games, and then they drink, and they some food and stuff like that, and it was really interesting.
It was.
Yeah.
I think that this is the most interesting part of your association itself, that it's so multicultural, right? And
exactly.
people as well learns how to deal with
Exactly.
the different cultures.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we learn to be sensitive about other people's culture, and then we learn a lot, maybe from their way of life, their food, and everything. And there is something in my country we used to say, "Tepiya mabuding ilimi." It's like traveling is a way of having experience. I mean, we are not just here just to study. We need to have experience about other people. We should learn about them and stuff like that. Yeah. So
I believe this kind of things helps a lot to build the open-minded personality,
exactly,
which is very important in this global situation right now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
It's very nice because, like, if you would recall the associations, mostly they are based on the one culture, one country, and they are, of course, it's a very good thing to gather and give the support for the student, but it's also very good to have this kind of multicultural association who also gives the information that you can get to know about the other cultures, get friends.
Yes, exactly.
So
Yeah, it's really it's
and
amazing.
also the association, it actually organizes things like during awareness, like hepatitis day, like if it's HIV day, they try to create awareness so that people will be aware of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't we used to have stand in the school because just the school really provide us with everything we need. I mean, these programs, for example, public health diseases, like what she said, hepatitis, and HIV, or maybe tobacco, smoking, things like that. So we try to raise awareness in the school, and then we reach to the different people, different associations, different departments, things like that. So that they can be aware of this, and then what the disease is all about, how they can have the disease, and then how they can protect themselves.
Very important thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Maryam, you as the representative as well of your culture, Hausa culture, right?
Yeah.
Could you give us some tips about the food, which I believe is one of the main things that specify the culture itself, right? That differs the culture from other cultures.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, we have a lot of food, a lot, which I can't even mention all of them. We have the famous one is tuwo, and this tuwo, it's like just like mashed rice, and it's eaten with a lot of stews. We have miyan kubewa, miyan taushe, miyan kuka. You can eat it with all of that. Then we have things like dambu, we have dashishi, we have things like alala. We have balangu, which is one of the things I really miss.
You want to see the pictures?
Yeah,
yes.
I really miss that. We have a lot of things actually. We have shinkafa da wake, which is rice and beans. We have alale. We have things like there are actually quite a lot.
What is the main, if I would ask, ingredient, for example, that you use in most of the dishes? Is it rice?
Yes, actually, it's rice. It's rice. Yeah. Almost every home you go, you're gonna find rice there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's actually one of the valuable things that we have. And I also, I'm a rice lover.
Are you able to cook it here in Cyprus? Are you able to get some ingredients that is very specific?
Yeah. We have, like, you see, the mashed we have here in Cyprus. You can find the rice, so you can make the tuwo with it. And for the stew, we have spinach and all that. You can do the stew with it. And we come with things like kuka to do them here, so that we won't miss home that much. So we come with a lot of things from home to do them here. But you can't find some things actually. Some things are limited here. You can't find them here. You can only find them in Nigeria.
But as we also see the tent that the things that we might not find few years ago, we are at the end we are starting to find them in the markets because
exactly.
I think because of the demand. So
yes, actually they import them now. Like you see in Cyprus, I don't think they have plantain. They don't have yam. But it's been imported now. Yeah. And we go to, like, in the city center, there's an African shop, so you can find almost everything that you're missing at home. You can find almost everything
anything
there.
You want now.
Anything you want from home, you can find it in that African shop.
At least 90% of things we use, we can find them here.
So. Just that they are kind of expensive compared to home because they have been imported. You can't find them anywhere here.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
But I believe at the beginning, the students are very happy to try the traditional food in here, the food.
And actually,
exactly, yes.
The food here in the Turkish food, it's actually eatable compared to, like, other regions. You see, like, I've been to India, but their food tastes way more different. But here in Cyprus, the food is manageable. You can eat it. It's actually good. It's not much of a difference that you can see you're missing home so much. Yeah, because exactly. Here in Cyprus too, there's rice.
So as I said that at the beginning, students likes a lot to try new things, but I believe eventually you miss your own food. It's like your mom used to do for you. So
exactly.
It's good that you can find it.
But here you see, like, the Turkish coffee. It's interesting, and also chorba. Also it's really nice. We like it. Yes.
About the coffee, I know that African countries have, like, even there is the brands specified by the country, right? So what about the coffee? As you said, you used to drink the Turkish coffee. Right?
Yes, the Turkish coffee. I mean, it's the taste might be different. but I like.
But people don't actually take coffee. The real Hausa people, they don't take that a lot of coffee. It's not very common like the Turkish people that if they have a break, they'll just go and take some
Good.
coffee. And it's actually not common in.
But there is some cultures, for example, who prefers tea instead of coffee. So what about you?
Yeah,
Tea
exactly.
to coffee.
Yeah.
They prefer tea actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like tea more. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What about entertainment part, which is also very big differ from other cultures, from culture to culture? Dance, music, singing. What can you say about your culture?
Well, actually, the first thing I'm going to say about my culture is that it's a lively culture because we have a lot of musics. We have the ancient musics, like we have some famous singers like Mamman Shata, like Dankwairo, like Ali Makaho, and a female famous singer, which her name is Barmana Choge. They're actually famous singers in the north that we can't afford to miss their music. Ibrahim is a fan of them. Is actually
Well,
of the Mamman Shata.
Yeah, well, I like those old musics because during that time in the 80s, I mean, they used to sing and then they use the drums. You understand? It's not like the modern piano or something like that. Yeah. And I could remember when I was back home in Nigeria, whenever I'm listening to this music, my mother used to be surprised. She used to surprise why I like
Because in this generation, the people like him don't listen to that music
Yeah.
anymore.
I mean, the youths and they like this
Now
modern
there's
music, yeah.
hip
But
hop and
I
all.
prefer those
The real cultural one.
cultural ones. Yeah, I really like them.
And actually, during marriages, we actually have like a group of women who play some instrumental things like shantu, like kidang Korea. That's what they play, instrumental musics. They have their instruments, like the women, they'll sit and play the instruments. That's actually one of the famous things that have been played during marriages. And for the men, actually, they have these tools, like he mentioned, like they have a lot of musical instruments. We have like what we call the drums, like which are the ganga. We have for the like royal family, they have the alligator. There are actually a lot of them.
Also, there is something we used to have like during our festivals. There's this cultural we call it there's Daba festivals where we get to ride horses, to race and then things like that. Yeah, so it's really actually interesting.
Especially during Eid.
Yeah, Eid festival. Yeah, exactly. Like because we have like at least in my state, we have at least 44 local governments, and then all these local governments they have their own leader. It's like they are called hakimai, and then all of them will you know dress in a different attire with the horses, and then all they will combine all together, all the 44 local governments with their own people, and then they will be displaying a lot of stuffs, so it's actually really interesting, and so many people from the Western countries and other countries actually used to come to Nigeria to watch that festivals. Yeah,
it's actually a famous one.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
As we know as well that the first thing that you meet the person that comes to your mind is the way they look, right? So the dressing, the clothing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here, representing your culture. It's so lovely to have you here like this. So I would like to ask to introduce a little bit about the cultural clothing. Right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, as you said, it's the clothing that defines people. So the Hausa people actually they are colorful. You can see my attire is very colorful. We like too much colors. Like for the women, we have things like atampa, which is a wrapper and the blouse that you tie and then you put it on your head. Like most of the married women, they put their veils on their head. That's actually how they dress. And we have things like lace, we have material, shadda and all. And for the men, they are known with the famous Babban Riga, and which usually has an embroidery. and they have things like tazarchi, like what Ibrahim is wearing is called tazarchi in Hausa, and this is their famous hula, which is embroidered. It's called the hula.
Very nice. Thank you so much. It's so nice. And that defines the people, differs the people, and I think that it's very beautiful to have the colorful world.
Exactly, and you see, when we wear this clothes, sometimes when we go out, and then a lot of people used to ask us so that we can take pictures and everything, and then they get to ask us this. And actually, I have so many friends that wanted me to bring these clothes for them when I went back to Nigeria. So
even us in class, like on Fridays mostly, we usually wear our traditional attires, and most of our professors usually like it when we wear this. It's a colorful they're always excited about Fridays. Also, not just us; they are also excited about that. They usually tell us that it's a colorful Friday. The class is looking so cool.
I said, then you know that it's the end of the week.
Exactly. Yes.
Very nice. I would like to little bit go back to the cultural differences and the challenges that the students may face. So, Ibrahim, maybe you can define some challenges that maybe you faced, your friends faced, so you can share with our viewers, with newcomers as well, so they will be aware about it.
Yeah, I mean, when we are talking about culture, it's like everything. I mean, the language and the dressing, the social things we do. And well, for me, the only challenge I faced when I came to Cyprus during my first year, that is 2015, it's just the language barrier. I mean, most of the people here speak Turkish, and of course, we don't know how we don't speak Turkish. So I think this is the challenges we face. But subsequently, few months, and then we get to know a few words, and then we can be and then we learn how to able to communicate, which is really interesting to learn new language, or it's really interesting. And when we meet with some of the people, maybe let's say Turkish, and then maybe instead of speaking English with them or something like that, and then maybe we say some few words, I mean like greetings, like maybe we said United or something like that. They used to find it amusing. Oh man, you know how to say such words. So it's really interesting, and I really like the language. So with my years here, I was able to learn few things that we can communicate. Like what is your name, like where are you going, like all the greetings, and name of some of the foods, things like that. So actually it's really interesting. So it's not like a very hard challenge or something like that, but it's just normal.
I think that this should be, and most people already know that the greeting part when you're going to the other country, it's one of the most important.
Exactly. Yes.
To it shows the respect.
Exactly. Yes.
To other cultures.
Exactly. Yes.
As you said that from at the beginning of the conversation, we were speaking about the greeting.
Greetings. Exactly.
So in some countries, if you do not shake hands, it might be rude.
Something like that.
And you don't shake the hand with them, it might be rude, look disrespectful. But in some cultures,
it's totally normal.
Cultures, you have the different type of greeting, showing respect to people. So
yes. Exactly.
That's very nice of you that you learned some
few words. Exactly. Yes.
Thank you so much for you both for coming here. I would like to ask you to give some concluding words for our viewers, if you may.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank you, the host, and also the NEU University for organizing this interesting program, and for inviting us. It's really amazing, and I think it's a very good idea. So maybe we will hope for more of them, things like that. Exactly.
Thank you, Mr. Ibrahim. Ms. Maryam, could you give some goodbye words in your language?
So jama'a da haka muka kawo ƙarshen wannan shiri sai an jima mun gode sosai.
Thank you so much.
sai an jima.